Uh, just what I just did once you left, I just did a little introduction. So, if you want to start off a little bit about you, if you want.
Oh, sure. Just my introduction, like from the beginning.
Si, senor.
Okay. Just about anything. Yeah. Since I know you have it recorded already, I assume I could start right now.
Yep.
Um, Hello, guys. My name is Luke Lahens. Pretty much, I pretty much am the founder of the show here. Well, of course, both of us, not just me, but both me and Ben. I love technology, love reading them, and during my spare time, if I ever get a chance outside of my workplace, I usually like to write code, read information, read about science fiction books, and everything like that. And now I am coming to a comeback with a brand new beginning with Conception Unlimited, and very excited to tell you that I am now making a comeback with the show, fresh and new with it. Now, all every week and looking into it too, or I'm thinking about doing it every week and see how our schedule goes with the both of us. So, thankfully, we should be able to do everything from here on out too. So yeah, tech, science fiction, fantasy. I love fantasy, animation, and almost everything. So yeah, I could probably think of an interest, but I don't know any listed specific things I could list out to. But overall, if I have more in mind, I could bring it up more shortly. Go ahead, Ben. You can start by yours.
Awesome. So, yeah, my name is Ben. One of the just one of the owners here and website designers of the KosmicSphere page here.
Uh-huh.
Just a couple of things I like to do. Just like to, I'm working right now working on learning some coding,
Mhm.
and I love working with computers and servers. So, um, that's I like a quick thing about me. I like playing with Linux a lot more than Windows. Of
Uh-huh. Of
course,
course.
but, there's actually one thing I am working on, which is a PBX system for phone systems. That's actually one thing I'm playing around with.
Cool.
You know, just another thing here. You can also check out our site cosmicsphere.com.
Hmm.
Although I have to quick, let me. I want you to put text in here. Hey, just basic chat, right?
Text? Yeah, you can.
I'll also put a link in the description as well. Since this is a recorded show, I'm also adding to the description for you so you can check that out as well. And it'll be cosmicsphere.com/forums. That's the page for now.
Uh-huh.
And also, cool thing, you can use your Google account to sign up.
Mhm.
Jeez, my bad. You can also use the Google account to sign up. Or if you have LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, you can use any one of those to sign up on a form as well. So, you don't gotta use you don't have to have so many logins. I mean, some of y'all might have, like a billion logins. Like, oh god, if I gotta have one more login, so you can always use that. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely. And I think it's really interesting that you made the site for everybody that has different accounts. And so, including Facebook, we won't leave the Facebook um, pl profiles out of it too. Hey, we don't, I don't like some aspects of Facebook, but hey, people use Facebook all the time. So, but overall, not hating. Yeah. But pretty much at the very beginning too, since I know this is our first start of the show, and this is our first hangout. We usually meet in person to do the shows, but since we never get the time to do it a lot, usually pretty much we are now going to have to sell this by our own houses and making sure that we're doing what we can. Now, if we ever bring like guests and different people here, we're more than welcome. I mean, here are a couple of rules too, is that if you're going to come in the chat, be appropriate about it too, and don't start rambling bullshit, because this is not what our show is about. I mean, we do live fun, tech, um, games, everything with Cosmosphere of our live show. I mean, it's more of the norm of the geek interest, and we're trying to keep it alive as always. But hey, and this is what we have to do too. I mean, as far as the geek community goes and their community, hey, everybody is welcome, but make sure not to spam or bullshit. But if any cool stories come out and anything you want to bring to us to light, we'll be more than happy to bring it up to the show and bring it up to the news and play too. Now, since I know we don't have any official news as far as tonight, I know you might have a couple things coming up too, which I know you might have or might have not been, of course.
Since we're out right now, we are doing our hangouts this way for now.
Yeah.
There's also one thing here. I'm also mentioning to you, Luke.
Uh,
I'm getting a SIM card for this right now, charging up,
oh,
and hopefully once we get a car and everything, and we're gonna be do some shows with this, and this ain't nice now.
hey, I understand though. I mean, once you get the card, yeah, then you'll sell with the hotspot for more ops, absolutely too. But hey, I should get myself my own personal hotspot once I start driving too. And of course, who knows? Just so I can use it with my phones on all of my devices. But actually, my devices acts like a hotspot, so I'm not having to worry about purchasing one. So, first episode again. One thing I've noticed is like the privacy level. I say what the internet here is that I would say that the internet is still not. Uh, it's still not a secure thing. I mean, most we've had talk about in the past, and a lot of the things I've seen in this one too, and which actually you will be surprised. Like this is not no news I gotten today, but it's mostly a follow up movie I want to put down to review. You heard of? I don't know if anyone in the internet like heard of Aaron Schwartz, but for anyone that has, what the heck is this? That's taking a photo of Hangouts capture.
Oh my bad. Yeah, cancel that. Sorry about that.
Okay.
That's supposed to happen. Get your camera back on.
Of course. Perfect. All right. Sorry, we're still testing out the Hangouts. I mean, this is our first show. We're still messing around with things too. So, I mean, if we start playing around with crazy, shit, I mean, we're just having some fun here too. So, no regards or any offense with this too. I know it'll seem a little bit pointless, but hey, trust me, we'll get interesting more as we go on to it too. But yeah, on YouTube, if you ever get a chance, look into this movie. It's called Aaron Short's The Internet's Own Boy. Oh, is that a muted mic? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. Perfect.
And then you said it was Aaron Schwartz.
Aaron Schwartz, yeah, very famous. Very famous what he did with activism, internet politics, and a lot of the things too. If you must know, he is the founder of Reddit. He started computers when at a young age, very smart kid, and very fascinating too. That was actually my first time watching the film, and as seen this film, they talked about his story from the very beginning, from his childhood all the way from his adulthood to age of 26. That by the time of his death, pretty much it was so fascinating. Like he talked about how his life was from the beginning, and then moved on with the company when he was at Reddit, and then he started complaining with the company that he've had, and he done things a little bit different throughout the activism. And actually, he was actually responsible for SOPA. I don't know if you remember the SOPA protest a few years ago.
SOPA process. I don't think so.
Oh, SOPA. Oh, you never heard about the SOPA incident? It was like SOPA, like SOPA Act.
Tell me a little bit more about it. Maybe I'm just don't remember it.
Okay.
Got here online privacy act. Okay.
Yeah,
Else,
that's it.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. Because that was something I did too. Is like I kind of said my voice heard for the local government too, and wrote a petition about it too. And I was the one that did this as well. But it's actually pretty interesting, for the fact that how he was involved with the fact of having to stop SOPA, and then guess what? now SOPA never went through, which is actually a good thing with in this generation too, and how he's done to stop it and make everyone unitize with the internet and rally through it too. It's nice to hear stuff like that too. God. Ooh. Oh, by the way, you mute yourself again.
Yeah, it just keeps some background noise. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, it was a recent thing I heard. I haven't done more on it. It was just about more stuff about the Net Neutrality Act.
Oh, but now we're after this movie. Now let's get into recent stuff. Like net neutrality is actually a big thing too. And now think about we both work in an ISP company, so ironically.
Yeah, there was something. I could find it.
Uh,
You read it somewhere else. Nah. If it,
it is a big thing though. Have you read a lot about the net neutrality for with all the things that's been going on?
have you heard about anything about internet tax?
Yes, I have. Big thing. I'm not too thrilled with the internet taxation. I mean, almost everything's going to be internet tax, especially with the internet.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's so necessary that those big sons of bitches are taxing the internet, which actually, when the internet came out about for free.
yeah. Well, we don't have enough taxes on everything. So I mean, we need to have taxes on just about every tiny little thing in the world now. So
Yeah. I mean, how much more do we have to be taxed with this nonsense? I mean, the internet wasn't really like this, and now the government really wants more power. So, I think after the SOPA, I think they just all they want to do is have more power to this. You know, as far as I'm concerned, what the American government is. Oh,
there's actually one little piece here that I'm reading here. Um, it's something about by pushing unnecessary regulations forward, the FCC would be increasing the cost of internet for internet service for all users, hurting consumers and job creators. And you know, well, basically, I'm getting the source from Fox News, and of course, they say this is a mistake, and the FCC should take the lesson of its procedures and keep its hands off the internet, which the government should have done a long time ago. And no, touch it.
yeah, no touching the internet. Goodness, of course. Pretty much, you really got to discipline these people. What a pain in the ass they are.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make no sense that that the internet here is somewhat crappy, and all the other companies, they working a whole lot more for crappy service, and there's some ISPs where people live at, and they only have a choice of one internet ISP, and they're kind of stuck with the horrible internet they have.
Yeah, but if you think about it too, like I don't even know if you read a lot of the internet that's out in the states, like they pretty much comparing to the internet they have over out in the Europe and China and those parts of the world, they've outmatched our speeds and they're
It's
higher than we have.
freaking incredible. I I looked at their plans and I want to move there so bad. I mean, it's so incredible.
Yeah, like I think like I look at our picture with Comcast and like the things that we work with Comcast, and I'm thinking to myself like, and I'm looking at the picture here in the states like, what the fuck is going on? You know, I just don't understand the reason why these companies like Comcast, Time Warner, and then all these ISP companies here in America, they're just like jerking us off. It's so heavy, but it's heavy stuff. But this is so damn true. Like I just don't like how we're going with at a country like this one, where there are going to be more stuff that people want to do with the internet and have more control of it, and it's just amazing to me that I'm stumped with that we're so behind with the speeds and the technology. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, so crazy. If you want more internet speed, you have to spend over $1,000.
Oh yeah. Oh, and if you want faster speeds, and you have to go to the fast lane. Sorry, but you're gonna have to be stuck in the slow lane, and that's what pisses me off. Like, first of all, you don't put people in a two-lane highway. You don't go put them in a slow lane and a fast lane. I mean, that's just unnecessary.
Yeah, because basically, businesses get a whole lot of priority, because, everyone's like, you're a business? All right, well, we're going to service you. We're going to actually do our job for you. You're residential? Yeah, we're not going to help you.
Right. I think that's just the greed behind all of it too, and that's the way I see it too. I mean, for anyone that's watching out there, like out there and that doesn't live in the states, we know that the states it's not as fast, but you know what? We're behind it because how our providers are serves us in the states. You know what? And as much we want to see the speeds go higher than everyone else's in around the world, I like to see that the game push forward. Like, to me, that's just something I'd love to see. But
Oh, yeah. We'd love to see it.
yeah, but unfortunately, I mean, it's America. I mean, you pay what you get, but they're not gonna promise you shit.
Yeah. At the moment, probably have any other stuff coming up?
Oh, any other news?
Yeah.
Uh, as far as I could tell, let's see. Oh, but shit. Let's see. It's kind of a late news. We could do about two more news, and we could just get it done. Yeah, done for tonight too, which I think is not too bad. But hey, sorry guys, but I know we didn't never had anything like this in plan. But once we get our show back up with another episode and over at the Hangouts, we know we're gonna get a little bit prepared next time. So I know it's kind of a thing right now too. Like, as far as ISPs is concerned, actually I do have one news I heard recently off the Clark Howard show, which is actually there's been things about as far as data throttling. Now also those guys are throttling data as far as the speeds go. I know that I don't know if you heard the news lately, like recently with AT&T delivering unlimited data, but when the customers received those unlimited datas, they found out that it was much slower, and AT&T was actually throttling customers. I don't know if you heard that news.
I have. I may have watched some kind of YouTube video, but it may have been something else. So, I did have a mission of AT&T as well. But yeah, they had unlimited plans, and they were basically being suckered as it.
Right, suckered into it as well, because that's the traditional business plan that everybody has to go through with AT&T's wireless carry on. It's carrier actually. It's just not. I see that there's a lot wrong with that too, and it's like you pay unlimited for that amount of money, and you paid us a lot, but you're getting paid to get jerked off with the company that you're with.
So crazy.
And basically, and then after that, after all the complaints that AT&T received, AT&T apologized for the drawing, and they said that they're gonna have to work things out after that. And I just thought that's just too much. So you're gonna work things out after the drawing you have done. I'm sure you're gonna do it, but I don't know how many people have issues with AT&T. But gosh, I feel so sorry for anyone that goes stick with AT&T, because when I've had ATT, I know that it was costing me a lot just for one individual person. So it was like, oh no, thank you. Not this is a reason I'm not signing back up.
So, yeah, everything looks pretty good here. Just checking out a couple more things here.
Cool.
I think that's pretty much it here. I'm gonna test out YouTube's editing feature here and see what I can edit here. And
Okay. I don't know if I'm hearing this right, but is that me on the other side of the um, speakers?
yeah, yeah, because because I mean you're on a laptop, so.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I had figured out why it was just going so slow. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh gosh, ridiculous. And I don't know. Actually, I don't know why, but why are you using a laptop anyways?
That's what I have. That's all I got.
Okay.
You, I might as well show you my setup. Yeah, that's all I have. So,
Oh
um,
yeah.
I'm thinking of getting a webcam for the computer itself. Sorry about that. Let me try to position the cable again. Dang it.
Oh, okay. Oh, here,
There we go.
guys. Let me show you my setup.
Let me get your camera on. There we go.
Yeah, my setup. Oh yeah.
You have one TV.
Yeah, my TV. But wait, I do have another TV, which is like in this pile of mess. But it's gonna be my third screen right there. Soon it will, but I don't know how it's gonna work.
It's gonna be so
Oh,
the way you have a dresser there. That's gonna be so difficult.
oh, trust me, I'm gonna find a way to do it. I mean, it's not like it's hard, but I'm gonna use that TV just for my third screen. Plug up the S video in the back, and then hey, then we're all set right here too. I mean, that's nothing that's impossible or nothing hard to work out with.
Yeah.
Because I'm still thinking of using the CTR TV, and my mom has one over at her room. But I do plan on using that TV for webcam and spying, uh, for spying activities.
But still, your webcam's offline though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's asleep right now. Oh, speaking, let me show you my webcam, guys. Oh boy, this is my buddy right here, the white cam of Doom.
Your wife cam and Doom is offline. It's
Oh,
been offline for a week, showing over here.
I know, right? Hey, I still gotta get everything working out. Look, I those things are a chore. You don't understand how much of a chore set up a Wi-Fi camera is. Actually, this came up to me already, but this actually came up all of a sudden with the story. But this is actually going to be one of the last stories I wanted to talk to you about, and this is actually pretty neat. Now, have you heard about this service or this type of technology they've just created with an IP multimedia based system?
Which base system, sorry?
This is for cell phones, like pretty much like most smartphone cell phones now. Like if you have like like a smartphone like this or an Android, uh, you should know that most of these smartphones out right now or soon they're going to be actually having like voice over lights. Pretty much, you can make calls over Wi-Fi with this too, over at the VoLTE. So it's going to be pretty unique, and I think it's already out with most phones, anyways, with Android specifically already, since it's been out for a while with Android, and uh, iPhone 6 already came out with VoLTE, and 5S already has VoLTE, but you have to have 8.4 uh, in order to do that, or 8.1 in a matter of fact. So because that way that you could download it and use it, the VoLTE. Now, I know you have never used this technology. I'll go ahead and explain how that works. So pretty much you have to have Wi-Fi on to have it on in order to make calls over VoIP too. And let's say if your Wi-Fi gets disconnected for some reason, why? Pretty much you can, if your Wi-Fi drops, it's going to switch over to the cellular signal, and that way you could use the cellular signal to keep the calls flowing. So if you leave your own house, the call won't cut off immediately, which actually makes it very unique by all means too. So it's like very unique. But if I could, I would download it, but I don't have enough space with my iPhone, unfortunately. So because it requires you to download about 5 gigabytes, which this phone only has 16 gigabytes. So it pisses me off why I should be taking more space on my phone. So for more certain reasons, if you're an Android user, or want to go for an Android, by any means, go for Android. It doesn't take that much space with iPhones. It's pretty shitty and pathetic. Like, I always figured that iPhones should have like a separate external storage on the side of the iPhones, but some reason they're just not want to be open with an external storage. So I mean, I think it would be cool if they were to bring the external storage in the iPhone 7, because to me, uh, we've already seen iPhones with internal storages, but they should have the option to give people external storages, which I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we haven't heard about why. There's no answer to Apple about why they're not giving external storages about it with, like, say, an extra SD card. But with Android, there's no limits. They've always pushed the boundaries with Android, so you're pretty much good on there too. Now, what type of Android phone actually you're going to be getting?
It's gonna be a Droid X2.
Oh, nice. Verizon phone?
Yes.
Verizon user. All right, go ahead and pay more with Verizon. I've T-Mobile, dude.
Can't help it. I need good signal everywhere I go.
Fuck that. I really have good signal with T-Mobile. Shit.
Go to Jackson with this. Butts County with this, man. Wait until
Oh,
you will lose signal if you go to the parking lot of Dollar General. Stand in that certain parking lot. you
oh
There's a
yeah.
dead spot, like right there. Like do that whole parking lot. There's a dead spot. Like what in the world?
Like, I mean, I don't even know when you're gonna be going back to Jackson. That's the only issue. Like, do you even really want to go
There's
back to
one
Jackson?
that I want to visit back in Jackson.
What's that? Oh, what's that visit?
There's one at the truck stop, and there's one that's called Big Chick.
Oh yeah, that's a good restaurant too.
Even though there's one up here, I never tried the one up here, but it's something down there that I love it.
No, you've never tried it up here. Oh, hey, you should. It'd be actually awesome though. So, uh, unfortunately, we should even visit the Big Chick over in McDonough. So,
And get
yep.
Uber. Hey, right on the bike over there. Oh, get this truck back in. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
That will probably be it now. Let's see. Just a couple of things. Just check out our site. It's going to be in the description. It's going to be KosmicSphere.com/forums. Right there in the description. You can always check it out. And you can always register with your Google account, or any other account. You don't got to make a whole nother login. I mean, you're probably going to pull your hair out if you got to create another login for another site. I'm not bored. I'll use the same stuff. And that's pretty much it there. You can always use the gallery. Got a couple of great things there. We're still adding to the site and everything, but feel free to sign up on it and things like that. And feel free to subscribe. Feel free to, like the video, everything like that. And come back when, I would say next week, because we're going to work on having everything in here. Yeah, come back next week. We're going to have some new stuff in here. And probably it then.
Now, and one last thing I do want to mention, that we will take feedback. Now, if there's anything you don't like in the site, if there's anything you want to, you can always write us an email, I believe at KosmicSphere@gmail.com, right?
I'm going to work on a dedicated one for it, but it's going to be here on the screen here. You're going to see in the description of the title, it's going to be show@KosmicSphere.com. So it's going to
Good.
be that email there.
Because by the time we know it, it's going to be filled with inboxes, so that's actually a good thing. Awesome, man. So pretty much for our first episode of our return, this has been a good little chat here, and by all means, we're going to start dedicating ourselves on doing the show, doing everything that we can. Now, if there's one time that we have a leave with the show or anything that we're doing else as far as outside the show, pretty much we'll let you guys know in advance everything that we can do. That way we can keep ourselves active and open. Well, anyways.
Alright, that's it. Give me a second. Bam. Alrighty, guys, this is Ben and Luke here on KosmicSphere, and also another thing, this hair is going away, and I am now looking at it on my camera, and it's horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. And yeah, this has been Luke here, and I will see you later.
See you guys.